My name is Nikk Mitchell. I've been blessed to be your host, and I'm even more stoked to be the host on this panel, Humor in XR. I'm going to kick it off with a joke, you guys don't mind? All right, why did the chicken wearing an AR and real light headset cross the road? Why did the chicken wearing an Unreal cross the road? Because his AR navigation app told him that it was the optimal route home, and then the road was safe from oncoming traffic. Okay, that was good. Thank you all. All right, and without further ado, I would like to introduce the much more interesting and funnier co-panel members. Let's go one by one. Oh, she's on her phone. That's a pass by you.
Hello everyone, my name is I'm a virtual reality live streamer the last 5 years. I am wholly unfunny. If you laugh at anything I say tonight, you will die.
Hey there, I'm Phinn, a VR artist, semi-professional clown, and full-time full.
Hi, I'm Brad Atkins. I'm here with the VR Master League as an esports competitive community, but also with being Respawn as like a media for VR and AR, all the fun R's. I'm not really that funny, so I don't really know why I'm coming here, to be honest with you, too. No, but it's great. I thank you guys for having us.
Cool. Awesome. Let's start it off. Does anybody have any stories of anything? Oh, yeah. You were on your phone. No, we're going back. We're going back. I wasn't even near a selfie.
It's like family.
Hey, can you add me to your selfie? If you put me in the selfie you just took, I'll let you do an intro. Okay, intro first.
I'm Vivian. I do a show called The Hive. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because you guys have stayed here, I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't know how people know me, because no one watches my show. I just kind of like say like, hey, I do The Hive, and kind of put some marketing out there. I watch. Yeah.
Hey, does anybody watch The Hive? If you watch The Hive, raise your hand.
That's cool of you. Yeah, I just made it up. Yeah. So I do the talk show because I won this contest in Space. Who wanted a talk show? If this were an avatar, that was the prize, a custom avatar. And it came with a talk show. It was what I was like, yes, that's true. That's how I got started. And just kind of, people just kept signing up to be on this. And that's like just, it's been over 2 years now. So then I play competitive esports over here with Sleepy. And I don't know what, I should read the article about how I started on that, but I do that, and yeah, anything else that people will be willing to pay me money for, but we'll talk about that later.
So competitive esports, only with Sleepy? Just you two?
Yeah, it's just
just the two of us.
all of us.
Our entire organization is just legitimate. Yeah, that's it.
If you don't know who's the shortest.
I would understand.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. This is an awesome panel. Start off, does anybody have any stories of anything funny that's happened to you in VR? Well, right here.
Okay, so one thing not to do is have an exposed light bulb in your room and practice serving in VR. I was playing a game called Selfie Tennis back in 2016, and as I was as an experimental VR streamer, I first duct taped a racket to my Vive wand, and you know, I'm like carefully serving in my room with this light bulb dangling up here and just dangling. And of course, this is to a live audience, and that actually went totally fine. That was totally fine, nothing happened. Took the racket off, and then I started to play the Vive wand, and I got my confidence back. And that is where everything got bad. So what happened was, I'm there serving away, getting higher and higher, like I'm gonna put my manlyhood into this ball. And I did. And then I blew apart a CFD bulb into like a gazillion pieces across my room. 2 weeks later, I was still picking out glass from the foam around the event. So that was funny for everyone but me. I spent half a stream vacuuming live, which was first for me. And aside from that was good fun. So, a lesson in safety, anyone else?
I have one. It didn't happen to me particularly, but within our community, with Onward specifically, one of our players from over in the UK was playing in a match, practicing or scrimmaging. So he was in game, he was very immersed, and he went to dive away from or a grenade or something like the sort, and he forgot that there was a chair at his PlayStation, and the poor guy posted a picture on Discord the next day, just completely missing his front teeth. He had like completely face planted into this chair, and while not really funny for him, I admittedly found it quite hilarious.
Yeah, I was playing Rec Room with a guy, and he broke his hand. He literally broke his hand in the middle of a paintball match.
Those touch controllers are amazing. I can say I've saved plenty of broken knuckle for those rings.
What about you ladies? Come on, funny story.
Okay, there's so many. You can watch my YouTube channel. Not the Hive, my personal one. All the funny things. But I'll tell you my very first time. I started on the Vibe, and I played all space. And there's this art room. And one day we were like, let's trace our bodies where we are in the room. So because in all space everyone's the same height. So then everyone traced their bodies. Turns out everyone was sitting, and I had been standing for 5 months playing all space, hundreds and hundreds of hours. It's okay, I lost 20 pounds. I'm just saying, people were like, you're standing? I'm like, you're sitting? Because they were on the Rift, and I was on the Vibe, and I just thought, you're supposed to be standing. Well, I don't know. I lost weight, it was fine, but 5 months, guys.
Well, sometimes I like to fancy myself as a cultural analyst, but I'm also an artist, so I spend entirely too much time in art programs and not a lot in social VR. So I don't know if punching my teacup into my keyboard counts or not.
It counts.
That was fun, but I asked my favorite future expert, my friend's kid Miles, what he thought about what would be the best and funniest VR researching for this in particular. And I found it really ironic that he showed me God Simulator. And that was ultimately what he found the funniest, was the balance between comedy and tragedy and having ultimate power over all these little societies, and thunder and lightning and curing cancer and accidentally not curing cancer and just all kinds of brutal things that this little 7-year-old found absolutely hilarious. And so future analyst Little Miles, he gave me insight into that, but yeah, I spend too much time in those art programs, so yeah, it coax me into VR chat and Rec Room and all these places.
Well, that's awesome. I have a question. How did you know he broke his hand?
A photo about 20 minutes later.
What did he do? What was his reaction like?
I don't actually know what led to that point. All I know is at one stage, he instantly dropped out of the match, and then in 20 minutes, on Discord, he's sending us a picture of he's I need to go to emergency services because I just broke my hand. And it was about 4 months for this guy to get back in. And I was quite tentative at the notion of, he hit me up again and he's like, hey, can we go get another, Rec Room paintball? I'm like, did you clear your environment this time? Please don't break your hand again. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it's better than that Russian guy who fell through a glass table. That was less than fun.
Cool. Speaking of that, what is not funny in VR? And what I want to say is, what things have you seen people try to do, as jokes or things online? I guess the topic of this panel is humor in VR, but you don't have to make jokes. What have you seen people try to do that they thought would be a humorous thing to do in VR that isn't funny? And I'm going to start off just with one. I've seen so many people who think it's funny to scare people while they're in VR. They just see somebody's got the headset on and they grab them or poke them. And it's funny because it's you get poked and you're in VR, you're in another place and you get poked, and it's terrifying, so if somebody has a big reaction. To me, if I see anybody do that, I give them like a talking to, because I just feel personally, for me, and I'm guessing for other people, is you can't be immersed in VR if you're conscious of your physical body presence. The whole point of Guardian and clearing out your space is so that it's a clear space and you can be safe. And then when somebody pokes you, it makes you realize I might not be safe. So in the back of your mind, you're never there because you're always worried about here. Are my friends assholes and are they going to be screwed?
Well, I'm just taking a shot for portraying it, to be honest. But no, stepping off of that, and something I don't find very humorous, especially when it comes to VR and the different realities. Being able to get lost in those worlds is great. There's a lot of people in communities who think they're funny because they're thinking a very niche kind of comedy, the trolls, if you will. But there's a lot of things that VR provides
VR esports community. And the reason why I play it partly is because the community is so awesome. It really is. Because I'm the girl. Turns out. Yeah. Anyway, so you know, I'm sorry, I never played video games. I didn't. And Onward is like my first game. I never really had that experience of online, I don't know, guys or whatever. I didn't really understand it. And there are like some incidences that happen. And the community, because Sleepy is a mod in the Discord, they are on it. They do not joke around when something happens to one of the girls or anything like that. They like figure out what happened, you know, they give a chance for people to explain it, and then they tell the community what happened and what they did to fix it. And I really appreciate that because, you know, sometimes people will say like, don't be so sensitive, blah blah blah. Hey, I can joke, or hey, I get it. I can make you blush, okay? But there's true. It's just some things just aren't really funny. And now I have the luxury of when the guy like trolls me to kick his ass in the game, you know. But that took a while to get there, so I appreciate it. I totally agree with that.
Not learning grandma's roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anything related to not prepping somebody, what kind of experience they're going to be going to, especially sensitive to older people who are at different points in their life as far as their physiology. I mean, it's hard not to giggle when some people put grandma in VR, but I've definitely seen some really over-the-top physical reactions where I worry about people falling backwards, scare VR stuff, where people are standing, things like that. I also don't really find it funny when people poke fun at people's motion sickness because it's still a growing technology. We're still figuring out the mechanics of that. But also just playing off of what we both said, I think that having sensitivity to people's different perspectives and personalities is ultimately how you build trust to be able to joke around and play in a way where people feel safe and they can be open and they can be themselves. So,
I always say like the motto in our community in Onward is just imagine every League player says, I don't know you like that. That's the motto. Like if you don't know me like that, don't joke around like that. That's our motto.
Yes, that's interesting to think how people maybe do things in VR. I wonder, do they do things in VR that they wouldn't do in real life, or? Yeah.
Cocktail girl.
That shaky knees thing, like the whole way go over to you. I never told you, but it's, and I just, no? You know what?
I feel like VR is our way of prototyping new realities and putting ourselves in novel experiences that we might be afraid to engage in or romance with ourselves or just be more open with yourself and taking those risks that feel more high stakes in real life.
Like karaoke.
Like karaoke or pretending to be a supreme being or any of these silly situations. I've never done karaoke. I was invited for next week, but I'm a little chicken. Yeah.
There's a lovely app area called Stage Presence, which is great. You get on stage, in front of a crowd, a sea of people.
Kind of like this.
Kind of like this.
Just
You
great.
get in front of a sea of people, and you sing to the audience, and the computer decides whether or not you're a good singer. Now, apparently,
I'm not going to sing the whole right.
I'm 68%. They booed me. Scary out loud.
Sleepy, do you have something to say? You look like you do. You want to say something?
I'm sorry? Oh, no.
Awesome.
I do want to say that the artist here doing his work is doing some really fantastic stuff. Can we give it up for the stuff he's got on the screen behind me is just mesmerizing. If I had some different drugs on me, this would be some really trippy shit.
Hey, that's my next question. Narcotics and VR. Anybody have anything to say?
Yes, I do. Okay. All right. So there is we all have gamer tags. We all have names. One of the fun. I mean, it's fun to go to sleep, right? But apparently, Viv does interesting things, like order Gucci shoes that, you know, that's okay, I approve. But like other things where I totally forgot I was playing, you know, and some people like, I love Viv, and other people are like, no, but I record my sessions. So there are some funny sessions that I'm like, I don't remember any of this at all. The reason is I take it thinking like, by the time I'm done playing this round, I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay? No. Now everybody knows that if I'm on ambient to kick me out, my team knows kick me out of the lobby and do not take it and then play another round. Take it.
I like this contrast here because you've had trouble sleeping. I'm the complete opposite. So I have a couple of glasses of wine, put me behind your Euro Truck Simulator, I'm driving along, doing that. And let me just say that, you know, alcohol and driving, not a good combination. And it's great when you do it virtually. Because it's like, I'm like there, like, you know, trying to stay up for my audience or whatever. And we're like driving along, and like, and then it was like, and then it careened into a wall. And I keep doing it. And, you know, I think I killed a family of 6, but it's okay. That's a
My folks over here, who is today celebrating everyone is psychedelics brought me into VR. In particular, a fascination with the DMT elves and wanting to create psychedelic experiences in VR as a way to sort of translate those things that happen to their minds and share with other people. But in particular, trying said substance while in VR proves a pretty silly immersive experience, and trying to be careful not to actively fall into another dimension while you're already in an artificial other dimension is definitely like a novel way to figure out like, where the hell you are in the universe. But yeah, that's a little bit better for the subjective than the story time necessarily, but I definitely relating to this up here in terms of how narcotics relate to psychedelics. But yeah.
I've heard the combination doesn't really go well together. And I have to notice your earring. I wanted to be a UFologist when I was a kid. That was the only thing I wanted. Then I read everything, I was like, okay, there's not enough info. And I got upset that there wasn't more. Now, lately, the last couple of years, it's been good. But yeah, DMT-wise, do you find that if you combine the two, there's not much of a bad effect? Or are they kind of distracting?
Well, it's difficult to have basically no experience just a couple inches from your face while having a psychedelic experience. And granted, there's a big family of psychedelics. I've heard wonderful things about being in VR. I can't say anything for myself that's, you know, potentially on the horizon, but yeah, there's a whole world and universe to explore with our technology and our consciousness that I think is very exciting. I think there's a lot of potential for funny shit to happen. But thank you for the earring. It's an homage to Area 51, the run we made the other day.
I guess I really don't have one about any sort of psychedelics or any hard drugs or anything, but you know, I mean, we do like to still encourage everybody to have a good time and stuff. Like, we're still very much about like, it's still gotta be fun. Like, we love competitive sport and all that, but it's gotta be fun at the end of the day, or else you don't want to put enough time into it to really give a shit. You know, we occasionally used to have these community events that we put together that people would organize called Drunk, where basically everyone just gets in the lobby and they just get sloshed the entire night. And we actually had a guy who passed out on his live stream. Just you physically, you watched him melt in the headset to the floor, and then like 5 minutes later, just snoring away. It's hilarious. Drunk World is a lot of fun.
I used to play Minecraft drunk, and one time I was like, went to visit my friend's house, Minecraft house, and we were all like, we all Minecraft. What was it called? Craft? Minecraft? What? Minecraft or Vivecraft?
Vivecraft.
Okay, Minecraft. That was it. Back in the day, we would all Minecraft. What? Minecraft. Okay, Minecraft together. And one time I was really inebriated, and sometimes when I get really inebriated, I put on an air of not being inebriated, and people who don't know me don't get it.
safe in there.
Yeah, we were safe in there. And
You made us leave.
and we tried to save you. That's what they said. We tried to save you. We kept fighting. And we kept fighting, but it was just too much. We ran inside and then you died and you just never respond. We were worried. But I've beaten my Minecraft alcohol addiction. Well, on that, another question about narcotics and VR. Do you think VR can be a replacement?
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, we've already seen in like medical research studies, especially with like veterans and things coming back from conflict zones and stuff like that, and they talk about this being prior service and having served in the Air Force. Like, there's guys coming back who have problems. You know, they lived a life for a certain period of time now, and they've become accustomed to it. They're coming back and they can't adjust. And VR and mixed reality and augmented reality has been an awesome way for these guys to understand what's happening, as well as find other alternative treatments than, you know, 30 fucking pills a day. You know what I'm saying? And I've got guys waiting for medical care, unfortunately ending their lives short.
And I think one of the things that in early VR, like in early VR, one of the issues that we definitely had was you have your fixed horizon. You're like, okay, what if I'm in a fucking hospital bed, laid up, you know? I want to look up here and still see my Friends episode or whatever, you know? And for the longest time that wasn't possible. And I haven't worked as a hospital before, seeing people going through chemo or whatever else. You're like, you are forgetting a huge amount of people who are the primary user group here, and you could be helping. Now, thankfully today there's enough apps and things that allow you to actually do that. And I'll tell you, I suffer with a spine issue, unfortunately. And like one of the things is, if you're stuck there, literally not being able to do it, it's one of the most frustrating things. You're lying on your back or whatever, you're like, fuck, I'm doing nothing with my life right now, and I want to do 10 different things. At least you get the solace now with VR. Like, think if it was the 1580s. What are you gonna do? Grind an axe or something while you're lying there? You can't do anything, right? But now in VR, you're like, hey, VR porn, no, whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. It's absolutely fantastic. It's fun. You can go right around the room. But I really think that now with medicine, the value add of VR is so impressive. And it makes me feel comfortable actually with where I'm going. You know, before it was a bit scary. It's like you give birth to your first kid, right? And you're like, I've got 2 kids now. And it's like, okay, I'm at the top of the mountain. And from here it's all dead. And at the end of this, I'm dead. But right before I'm dead, I'm miserable. And at least I'm gonna have VR then. You know, that's my consolation, and that's great. So I have that to look forward to.
I was going to point out that the word psychedelic means mind manifesting, and so, I don't know, my insights tell me that VR itself is another way of manifesting our minds. So I definitely see VR in itself as a psychedelic experience. And I've had spontaneous, mystical experiences in there, just creating art and being able to reside within my own imagination. And it definitely creates unique brain states. I mean, outside of apps, with people being able to have a direct feedback with what they're creating, there's a huge natural biodiversity. It's a unique place that can just started drawing on pages, and here we are now. So I definitely see that there's a less and less of a boundary between technology and art and manifesting our minds. So yeah, I think it's psychedelic in itself.
How do you guys think all this is going to change society? So, I guess we could say a separate topic would be how it's psychedelics in society. But now we're talking about how VR can take the place of psychedelics, or the place of opioids, or different things that we use, and then now people have this new tool to either take care of themselves or to develop themselves mentally. What does that mean for the future?
For me, the number one thing that VR does is cross boundaries. So I found myself hanging out with people who, shape, size, race, whatever, belief system, I hang out with, and it's like I would have never probably selected this person to hang out with if we were just in a room of people. But now, it's like I get to know these people to an extent where it's like they're family. And then you're like, this is amazing. My own prejudices or whatever would stop me from engaging with this amazing human
feel to be able to just transport yourself in your community. But also, just the way we can prototype reality and sort of find our true selves and kind of manifest the people that we really want to be, and making people more open to taking those risks and being real. Like, it's kind of ironic that you're in a simulated reality, but it gets you more in touch with yourself, the way that you would be, the way people dance when no one's looking, and being able to share that genuine self without the anxiety and the high stakes that keep us from being our real self.
Yeah, that's why the topic yesterday I said the age of agoraphobia, and I thought of that title just because agoraphobes have been trapped in their houses, and now VR puts them out in their even state. Like there's no agoraphobes on this stage right now who are still seriously struggling with agoraphobia. You wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? But
I'm struggling.
maybe you're struggling, but you're succeeding. I mean, there's no agoraphobes who lost the battle. But in VR, it could be an illness that you haven't cured, and you can still join us on this panel. Either it's a hologram of you there, or every single person in VR. Like it's a totally new playing field for everyone.
Yeah, I would say that, okay, this is like a really weird juxtaposition because I can speak in public. I'm a public speaker. I do that in real life. And I'm not necessarily shy. I can talk to anybody. I can find any kind of relationship. But I don't know why I prefer to be in VR sometimes. Sometimes I think, I should go out and meet people. I should go out with my friends. And, and I do. I'll have board games. But I just find that I want to go home and hang out with the guys in Onward and play Onward, or go hang out in VR chat or something. And I keep wondering why does somebody like me, who I don't have a problem talking to people, meeting people, going out, talking with strangers, enjoy it. And part of it is that people are annoying in their lives, to be honest. And as much as we say that people are strangers online, your real friends sometimes are the people that you know in real life. You have different types of manners. You're like a little bit nicer, a little bit vaguer, or something where it's like that extra energy where you have to like smile and be something or put on an act. And then you're like, oh, these people aren't real, they're just in VR. Well, they're more reliable. So if I said to somebody, I really need to talk to you, and they'll just put on a headset. I mean, I've talked to people. I had a friend in Scotland. She's like, I really need to talk to you. It was like 2 p.m. my time, right? I'm like, okay, I put my headset on. 2 minutes later, we're talking to each other. I'm there for her. She needed me. And the same thing, vice versa. Whereas I live a mile from my best friend in real life, and we go months without seeing each other. So we totally take it for granted, and we totally play up this whole like, oh, people in VR, like it's not real or whatever, but it still is. Because I find they are more reliable than my friends in real life. And then we meet like this, and we're sitting next to each other. So it transcends.
I find like that whole making relationships in VR worse, particularly when you know the person visually. And I find that really interesting. I've had several times where I thought, I'm going to meet this person in real life, I'm going to get murdered. I literally did, like, several times where I've had like friends for years playing games, mostly VR side, and you meet up for the first time, like, yeah, that's it. I'm done. Tonight's the night. I'm definitely done. I mean, the first guy I met, he was like a South African dude who was like 6'6", tattooed, biker guy, telling me stories about his like cocaine highs and stuff, and I was like, I'm not going home. But we ended up like the best for a good like 2 years until we left London. And it was just those kind of relationships. Again, I'm walking to the bar, there's kind of social barriers that are like, I'm not going to approach that guy. I'm probably not going to keep those not friendly.
Yeah, I think this medium really allows us to not only those of us who are a bit more introvert and it has a lot of positivity to it. That's also goes hand in hand with the negativity that we have to watch out for and keep becoming, you know, the norm and accepting it. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I think what you say about like seeing people like at their core, like I think for me what I found with VR which has been so deep and meaningful is it's like a spiritual expression. And it's like I guess even if I said how that changes people's context and all that, it's personally I believe that I'm not my body. Like my body is like a little neck or like a car, and it's like I operate that. But like what I am is something deep inside. It's like something more than that. And like, that's why for me when I go in VR or I go to alt space or where I go on the high, it's like I live on the high. I was there. I was 100% there. You know, I didn't take my car. I also didn't take my physical body. You know what I mean? It's like I left some things that I used to get around in this like verse, but the me who was really me was there.
I want to point something funny out because we've gotten like really deep. So one of the funny things about psychedelics, right, is that it kind of glitches your reality. You see a distortion in your reality. And going back to like what's funny and what's not in VR, what's really not funny to developers and stuff is glitches. Okay, but what's funny to users is sometimes glitches, right? And so being able to maintain humor about things that aren't going right, that's literally how and why we evolved the ability to smile and the ability to laugh. It's our way of telling one another, it's okay, this is just make-believe, this is just fun, we're bantering, it's fun, right? Yeah. And what I find really funny is that a lot of humor is based in biological glitches, like, oops, I just farted in front of these people, or, you know, that's a good thing, right? Those embarrassing biological things. And also what I really love historically in this medium is that a lot of the things that are the first things we go to as far as storytelling, who loves VR butts as far as like
Has anybody seen Butts? VR? Butts? We got any Butts fans in the house?
hands up for VR butts.
We cannot have a topic on XR humor without talking about butts.
So what's beautiful about this is that title actually has a historical place in terms of VR cinema. And when I first came across it, I was blown away that like in the history books that would be, if not the first, one of the very first immersive VR movies. It's gonna hold that place in time for us. VR butts.
You have a backup step here now because actually before Butts came,
Educate us.
there was Birdie Kingland, which was you were in a little bycar with using a moped. You were sitting alongside and you were zipping along. It was one of the best like French studio animations that has hit VR. And not only did you came too, that was incredible. Most people here want to see Birdie Kingland. Have you seen it? You like it?
You mentioned something interesting about, first, Birdie Kingland is awesome. I really can't wait until someone builds a rapper that will let us play DK1 and DK2 games. Oh, Dumpy Going Elephants? Everybody? Oh, yes. Wonderful. But I want to say about glitches, a little funny story. Does anybody know Riffmax? Riffmax, the theater? Riffmax? Yes. Anybody else? Riffmax. Okay, that goes back far, long ago. It was the first VR, I think, group VR, yeah, it was a cinema, but an amazing, social app. And one time I went there, it's just a cinema, VR cinema, and I went alone, like a nerd to the cinema by myself. It was a VR cinema, and I'm sitting by myself, kind of in the corner. There's groups of people over there, were watching, I didn't want to be there. And I kept hearing people talking on the right of me. And I keep looking over, and there's nobody to the right of me. And I'm sketching out so hard. And I heard, did you hear about the ghost of Riffmax? I don't know if it's another bug, but it was another rumor. People said they saw a ghost in Riffmax. It might have been the devs fucking with us. I think it was probably just a bug that made shadows look weird. But I heard about it, and I was hearing it. And I was like, people talking, giggling, laughing. There's nobody there. Finally, I realized my headphones are on right to left. on the toilet. We're going to be remembering butts. We're not going to be doing things that are not funny to other people. Respect other people. If you're on the edge, don't do it. If it's not going to be funny in real life, don't do it in VR. Love the glitches, enjoy the glitches, and please give a round of applause for this amazing group of panelists. All right, and that would leave us to one other amazing thing that has been happening during this panel. I've hardly been able to hear my own thoughts because every time I look at you guys, I see what's going on behind you. And speaking of VR replacing LSD, I'm tripping out right now. Sutu, can you zoom out? Can we see what's going on here? FYI, this is all the panelists worshiping me. Oh my God! We worship you. We worship you. So thank you so much, Sutu. Thank you so much for our panelists. Thank you so much for my team from FXG. Thank you so much for the hosts of this bar, Brian, Sherry, also not here right now, Jose. Also, all these people are so wonderful. And last but not least, I would love to thank Enreal. I had a crazy idea. They wanted to do something to connect with developers and really show their awesome project and get people excited about it. I had crazy ideas. I spent hundreds of dollars on art supplies for crafts, and they accepted it and they supported it. They chose an art gallery over a conference room. So really, 100,000 thanks to Enreal. You guys are amazing. Hey, can you guys come up here for 1 second? 天友6点，天友6点，你快过来，快上来，天友6点，你好，快上来，上来，上来，上来，过来，哎，小姑娘，过来，过来，过来，过来，过来，过来，站起来。Okay, I would just like to introduce them quickly. This is Chen Yu, he's head of marketing, and this is Nikk, head of community. They are amazing people. Thank you so much for supporting us in this event and for all the fun we've had. You guys are amazing. Last but not least, maybe least, I'm your lovely host, but the least of all of the least is everybody who came out today. It's time, unfortunately, we're gonna have to shut down. The place is closing. Grab a bite to eat, take something out with you. But last round of applause for everybody who came out. Thank you so much. I love you guys. You are amazing. Good night, and I will see you guys at another XR event coming soon. Stay tuned for next DimensionX. This is